Hey, this is the Entertainment Advice Channel. What I want to talk about today is the topic of do we still need movie theaters? So, when it comes to answering that question, straight up, yes, we do need movie theaters still, okay? Even in this age of being able to watch movies in the comfort of your own house, without having to go out of your way to drive to a movie theater and have to pay $10 for a ticket and all that type of stuff, the truth is we still need movie theaters, okay? And for this video, I'm going to get into the reasons why we still need movie theaters. Everything from how it encourages people to have the best movie experience to even how it benefits the movie industry in terms of helping it generate greater profits, okay? That is the truth of the matter, okay? So now that I mentioned that, let's get started. So when it comes to the first reason why movie theaters are still needed, is it simply comes down to the fact that it encourages people to have actually good audience retention, which in other words means the ability to actually pay attention to a movie in full without being distracted, okay? Everything from being able to watch a movie without being distracted by people in your house or even your pets, or even of course getting of course the constant, sometimes even for a lot of people at least, annoying text messages from friends and so on and so forth that distract you while you watch a movie. It In short, it actually encourages people to actually watch the movie in full, okay? That is the truth of the matter. When you do not do that, it actually makes it more likely that, of course, people do not watch the movie um, in full. Because they get distracted, and because they get distracted by their because they're constantly getting text messages and so on and so forth, they get bored and they're more likely to not watch a full movie and so on and so forth, which of course is not good at all. And it serves more as background noise instead of actually watching the movie, okay? Because the truth of the matter is, okay, when you actually watch a movie, for that matter, okay, you know, and a cinema, okay, everything from the fact that it's dark to the fact that, of course, there's a rule against using smartphones. Yes, I know not everyone follows it, but most people follow it because you can be told everything. You can experience everything from being told to leave by one of the staff because you're using your phone too long, or worst of all, being told by another audience member to turn down the phone, okay? You know, and straight up turn it off, which can sometimes get quite ugly if you're that type of person. So, in short, it serves as an incentive when you go to the movies to not use your phone, okay? And as a result, you don't receive text messages and all that type of stuff. So, as a result, you're less likely to be distracted and you're able to actually pay attention to the whole movie in full, okay? That is the honest truth in the matter, okay? So that's the first reason, okay? Without Which is of course the smartphones are not able to distract you as much, okay? That's the first reason. The second reason is if you're going to pay for a movie, which, when I was growing up was like $10, but now it's probably like 20 something dollars, I would imagine, per person, especially if you're going with a group of people, and especially if you're paying for the whole group of people, maybe because it's someone's birthday and yada, 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 whatever, you want to take them out, whoever it is, or whatever situation, you're just taking someone out, so you're paying out of your own money. I'm probably going to want to watch the full movie, instead of being distracted, because I'm not going to waste my money on putting, um, you know, uh, off watching a movie by paying attention to things that I can do later and so on and so forth on my smartphone, and just even things that I have to think about and do later on today, because I paid money to watch this movie. So, in short, it serves as an incentive to encourage people to actually take the movie experience seriously instead of not taking it seriously. And that is the honest truth of the matter. So, to answer your question, yes, because you pay to see it, it makes it more likely you'll actually watch it in full. And that is the honest truth of the matter, okay? So that's the first main reason, okay, when it comes to the question of why we still need movie theaters, if you have that question. Okay, the second reason why we still need movie theaters, for that matter, is the fact of the matter, which was relates to the first point I made, is that I feel like if we don't have movie theaters, I feel like we're just going to live in a world where people rely on short form content. Because the truth of the matter is, as everybody knows, people's attention spans is going to shit nowadays. Okay, people cannot pay attention to anything, and I feel like if we don't have you know, um, for that matter, movie theaters, people are going to be more bored. And not just more bored, they're more likely, because they are bored, to start, because they are bored, because there's nothing to really look at in the movie theaters, they're more likely to just rely on short form content. So, but whatever, to sum it up, what I'm trying to say is that without movie theaters, we will probably no longer really have movies anymore, because it's one of the greatest ways to encourage people to actually watch movies in full. Okay, it encourages people to do it, and if we don't have movie theaters, even if you watch independent movies online and so on and so forth, I think that's going to be affected too, because in all honesty, if people are no longer able to watch full movies in movie theaters anymore, you know for that matter, because they're not able to distract themselves as much as they would without it, it kind of kills people's ability to understand that they have the ability to have good audience retention, you know, for that matter. So they're less likely to be able to, as a result, because they're losing their immunity to pay attention for a period of time, more likely to just not you know, watch movies and only watch short form content. And in general, if you don't know what I mean, to sum up what I'm trying to say is, it will affect the whole art form of making movies, whether it's made by big movie cinemas or even, in someone's house, on Blender. Okay, the whole movie industry will be affected. Okay, because movie theaters offer the ability for people to actually watch a movie without being distracted, and as a result of that, it makes it more likely people watch the whole movie. And the more people watch a whole movie, of course, it helps generate greater revenues. Okay, it definitely helps generate more revenue. Okay, because it encourages people to consistently keep on making those movies in the first place, and it also makes it possible that people might, if they have to go to the bathroom, or you know or something like that, whatever, they have to take a break, to sum it up in general, that they're more likely to buy more things when they're out. If they go to the bathroom, maybe when they're outside of the movie theater, they might buy some paper that they sell, or some things that might help them when they need to use the bathroom, in a movie theater. Or another thing that they might do, to answer your question, of course, no surprise to anyone for that matter, they might buy more food and drinks. So it benefits, you know, the movie industry in general, to put it bluntly. Okay, that is honest truth of the matter. It benefits everybody, and most importantly of all, it benefits, the ability for people to actually, the art form of making movies in general. Because without movie theaters, all it's going to do is shorten people's attention spans, and makes it less likely people are going to actually make movies. Because what's the point of making a movie if people are not going to pay attention to it for the whole time the movie's airing? Okay, and movie theaters offer that ability for people to be able to pay attention to the whole movie without being distracted with getting text messages from people, and so on and so forth. And that's the honest truth of the matter. So, in short, yes, we definitely do need movie theaters. And anyone who says anything differently, like, oh, well, we could just watch it out at home, is definitely misinformed. Because the truth is, movie theaters is the best way to watch a movie. Not only do you get some good ass popcorn that at home you cannot replicate, you know, you also get good access to good drinks, and also just in general have the ability to be distracted, without having to constantly look at things on your phone. And that is the honest truth of the matter. So in short, that is all I have to say for this video. And simply put it, I hope you enjoyed this video. And just remember, if you like this video and videos like this, remember to thumbs this video up and hit the subscribe button. And that is all I have to say. And simply put, I'm out. So bye.